Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. Today we are doing another currently inked, this for the month of September. Ooh. And I have 8 pens this time. I know. I know I said in my August video that I need to use up those pens, but I can't help myself. So I have all of my Esties in this collection and I'm super excited. So let's get into all the pens I have and what inks I'm using, and then the, of course, naming of what my currently inked is going to be called. So starting off, for my very first pen, I have my Ferris Wheel Press brush pen, in Majestic Maple with a medium nib, and this is inked with 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏. This ink is stunning. It is this light, beautiful cherry blossom color, and I thought it was perfect for the theme that I'm going for. It doesn't match this pen whatsoever, but I'm excited to see how the medium nib performs on this one versus the medium carousel, considering this one is gold plated. The next pen I have inked up here is my Esterbrook Estie in Tortoise, my very first Estie that I ever had, and this one has a fine nib, and it is inked with Ackerman's SBRE Brown. I recently was able to get a hold of a whole bottle of Ackerman SBRE Brown, and I was super excited to immediately ink it up in this pen. This is honestly the ink that I wanted to pair with this pen for the entire time that I own it. So I wanted to give it a shot and see how it would look in it as a writing experience. I already feel like I love it, so I'm excited to see how the month goes on as I write more journal pages with it and see how it turns out. The next pen I have here is my most recent addition to my channel, and that is my Platinum 3776 Century in Laurel Green with a soft fine nib, and it is inked with Diatramentis Violets. The next pen I have inked up is my Pilot Vanishing Point Decimo in Pearl White, and it is inked with Diamine's Memory Lane. This ink is kind of a grayish purple, and I actually wrote down 14K gold, but the nib is an 18K gold nib. But I did want to include a more muted purple in my group because I feel like it's necessary for, again, that kind of theme I'm going for. The next pen I have here is a Esterbrook Estie in Evergreen with the gold trim, and this one actually has a custom ground nib. It has the journaler nib, and it is inked with Diamine Ghost. I kind of couldn't spell ghost for some reason, but that's okay. This ink is definitely a very muted grayish green color. I felt like it was a really good match for this pen. And I know it is the second ink from Diamine that I have, and actually both the inks I have from Diamine this time around are from the Ink Vent from 2022. The next pen I have is another Estie. This is in the Sea Glass colorway with the gold trim, and this is an extra fine nib. And this is inked with Sailor Manyo Nadeshiko. I love this ink so much, and I wanted to test it out in an extra fine just to see how the shading would do. I can already see the shading, so I'm not worried at all, but I do think this looks best in a very broad nibbed pen because the shading on this ink is gorgeous, but I really want to see what it looks like in large journal pages. The next pen I have inked up is my TWISBI Eco in Persian Green, and this is inked with the Jacques Herbin Bleu de Profondeurs, I think is how you would say it. My French is absolutely atrocious, so I do apologize. This is a dark blue black ink that I actually was only recently introduced to and absolutely already love it. So I am excited to see how the blue black looks with the rest of this combination. And the last pen I have here is another Esterbrook. This is the Esterbrook in Rainforest, and I have this in a medium nib. I am super excited for the combo I put with this one. I put Robert Oster's hemp inside of it. It's this dark green, and I think it's going to be amazing. So for the month of September, I was heavily influenced by Helen at the Coffee Monsters Co. with one of the designs she created for her birthday sale. I absolutely love the collection she did with the master artists and really wanted to do something like that in fountain pen ink. So I decided to name this month's theme as the September Monet. All of this to say, I feel like the colors I chose are very reminiscent of the Monet painting Water Lilies. and that it is full of purples and blues and greens and pinks, and I think it's going to look very nice together at the end of the month. This color palette is definitely one of the more favorite ones that I have done so far, mainly being that I love purple and I love green and I love brown, and I feel like all of the colors I chose are ones that I would write with every single day just because I think they are all absolutely stunning. I'm also very excited to see how all of the Esties perform, considering I have them in different nib sizes. And being that the Esterbrook is one of my favorite pens and pen bodies, I'm excited to get to write with one almost every single day. Alright, so that is what I have for my currently inked in September. Let me know if you think September Monet is an accurate depiction of the color scheme I was going for. I felt like the painting Water Lilies really embodies a lot of these colors, and I'm honestly really excited to get to write with these pens every single day, just because these are some of the favorite pens in my collection, being that most of them are Esterbrook Esties. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in any of the supplies I used here today, or if you're interested in getting any of these pens. I do have a code with Atlas Stationers. It is Danielle10, where you can receive 10% off if you wanted to purchase any of these pens. I will say it does not work on the Esterbrook's or the TWISBI though, so just keep that in mind. If you're interested in any of the other currently inked progress reports, ink swatch videos I've done, I will leave playlists down in the comments or down in the description and also up in the cards. But for now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm really excited to see how this month's inks turn out. But I will see you in the next one.